Would you like to be in my video?
No.
Why not? Come on.
No.
Come on. Okay, that's my mom. Anyways, you guys are probably curious on what I am doing in this video. And the title is probably building the ultimate daily driver. And that is exactly what we're going to be doing. We're actually not going to be doing any work today, but I'm going to be going over everything that we will be doing, and everything that we kind of need to do. And then the next video, I'll probably like be writing it out and then showing like step by step what I'm going to be doing actually to make it awesome, because that's the only way you can have a good car, is to make it awesome. But yes, we're going to be doing it with the van. The van is lowered, it's on rims, it's got a nice caliper there. A little bit of tire poke. The rear is not lowered. Interior. Pretty clean interior. Floor shifter with no shift knob right now. Basically back there. Battery relocation back there. What?
Are you gonna be out here for a while?
No, like 5 minutes. And then under the hood. What?
Because it's gonna tell you to lock up.
Ugh. And then under here you can see that we have some ghetto grounds on there. No intake. Over here is actually good. And then other than that, it's just filthy, but everything has been refreshed. But it's got some rusty bolts. And yeah, and then battery there. No rad fans and whatnot. Also, I would like to fix those back here. This all in here, and then back here. And you're probably like, why are you showing me this stuff? And it's because when I actually start doing the build, we will be using the van, and I want to make the van the ultimate daily driver. And you're going to be wondering, how am I going to do that? Well, I want it to be cool, and I want it to be reliable, and I eventually want to be able to, it's going to sound crazy, but I want to tow my 350 with the van. Okay, so I'd like to tow the 350 with my van, and so what we're going to be doing, I'll go over more when we start doing work, but I want to fix the rust on the back, I want to fix the fenders, I need to get an intake pipe, rad fans, electric switches on the dash so I can flick them on whenever. I want to get a new steering wheel, proper shift boot, and a shift knob. I say lower the rear, and then we're going to be adding air shocks so I can raise and lower the rear end whenever, and if I add a trailer, it has extra support and I can keep the back end level instead of it sagging down even more, because it will be lowered, so the back end will already be low in the first place. I need to get wheel spacers for the front because it does rub a little bit on the inside at full lock, so I need to get some wheel spacers to actually poke out the wheel a little bit on the front. It will look kind of cool too. I would like to do a transmission cooler and an oil cooler, like a big proper one, and then hopefully I would like to convert it from being a steering box to a steering rack, and then do a proper exhaust when we lower it. Put a nice resonator in there, get it sounding really good for the V6 that's in it. Like I said, a proper intake for it. We're going to fix all the grounds. I need to get a proper battery junction because the battery is relocated. I need to get a proper junction. Right now they're just all connected with a bolt, and then it's wrapped in electrical tape so it doesn't touch anything. I need to fix some grounds. And then so if you have watched my videos in the past, I actually have brand new brakes on the front, brand new wheel bearings, control arms, springs, knuckles, all the bushings in the front end are done. It has brand new drums, axle seals, brake lines for the rear. So all the rear braking is 100% new. There's maybe 1,000 to probably about 2,000 kilometers on the rear brakes. The front ones have probably about 4,000 K on them. But brand new calipers, all new steering arms, steering suspension stuff. Shit. All the steering components in the front end have been replaced, so everything is brand new in the front end. And I can't really show you because it's kind of low, but there's videos if you go back on my channel where I actually replaced everything. So the van, suspension wise, is sound, braking wise is sound. It has good power steering. I just did intake manifold gasket, valve cover gaskets, and so yeah, it's running pretty good. The ultimate daily driver that we possibly can. Super comfortable. That's why I would like to convert it to a steering rack instead of the box, because if you know that the steering box in those vans and the suspension on the front end has a lot of slop in it, because there's so many components that actually work with it so that it can function. And so I'd like to get rid of all that, convert it to a rack, so you got nice stiff steering. I like to put a different steering wheel in there just so it's more comfortable to hold. Gives a nice style. Lower the back end just to keep it that nice like low rider kind of look to it. And then with the air suspension, we'll be able to raise and lower the rear end, and get the nice intake fixed on it. I need to get an intake pipe so I can put my filter on it, and then I have another hood that I was going to stick the intake out of, that kind of thing. But yeah, I had other plans that I wanted to do with the van, like I was going to LS swap it or whatever, but we'll do that later in the future. But right now I just want to get good steering on it. I want to lower the rear end, fix all the other issues that I have and things that I want to do, and then when the LS swap time comes, it's kind of the only thing I need to worry about, because I'll have all the steering, I'll have all the suspension set up the way I want it, the interior will be the way I want it, and then I just need to put a different motor in it. That's kind of my plans. So I hope you guys are excited for seeing this. I know I haven't posted a video in the van for a while, because I was kind of thinking over what I was going to do with it, but I've decided everything that it's going to be a good daily driver. But there's a bunch of stuff that I need to work on. I don't have a lot of money right now to be doing the kind of stuff that I want to do to it. It's going to cost me another couple $100, and I don't have money to just throw it there. I'm trying to save up some money right now, and so that project will be on hold. But the stuff that will get done first is all the electrical, and making sure that all the grounds are going to be good. I'm going to have power switches that will power my rad fans. I'm going to have a power switch for the battery, so that just in case it has its own shut off and I don't need to worry about anything. That kind of stuff. It has good speakers, all that jazz. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing with the van. I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. We'll see you in the next one.